But first, there's been a brazen terror attack in the heart of Srinagar at a police school in Bemina. The Hizbul Mujahideen has claimed responsibility for the attack, even as the Union Home Secretary says he suspects terrorists could have come from across the border. 7 people, including 2 terrorists and 5 CRPF men, have been killed. Another 5 CRPF men and 2 civilians injured. The bodies of the 2 suspected terrorists have been recovered. 2 others may have escaped. Heavy firing took place in the area outside the school. The firing started at around 10:45 a.m. Police say they came disguised as schoolboys who practiced cricket. Their guns and grenades were in sports kits, and on entering the school grounds, the terrorists then opened indiscriminate fire. The school was closed today due to strike in Srinagar to protest the execution of Afzal Guru.
2 fidayeen टेररिस्ट वहां आ गए थे, जहां पुलिस का हमारा प्ले ग्राउंड है, वहां लोकल पुलिस जो जम्मू कश्मीर के थे, वहां कुछ बच्चे क्रिकेट खेल रहे थे, उसमें वो मिक्सअप हो गए थे और उसी वक्त हमारे जो सीआरपीएफ के लोग भी थे वो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर के लिए वहां डिप्लॉयमेंट के लिए भी इकट्ठा हो गए थे. दिस इज स्टिल वी आर इंक्वायरिंग, इट इज जस्ट हैपेंड.
Both the terrorists who have been killed appeared prima facie to be, not local but from across the border. And the first impressions are that they are probably from Pakistan. We had inputs about 4 terrorists having entered, so we are alert. And these 2 terrorists who have been killed, apart from that, we have all our units are alerted that there might be 2 more who are out.
One component of CRP was as reserve in one of these grounds, while as some children were playing cricket also. There were some militants who mixed up with these children, and they were carrying their arms and ammunition in a sports kit, and they hurled grenade on this CRPF component, because of which 5 CRPF people have died. In retaliation, these 2 militants have been neutralized.
Were the CRPF men caught off guard? Were they not prepared for this since they're dealing with law and order?
They were dealing with law and order. Most probably their attention must have not gone towards. And normally when children are playing cricket, the police personnel on CRPF, they don't interfere with that. And taking advantage of that, the militants have done this.
ये फिदायीन हमला था और इस हमले में 2 मिलिटेंट जो थे उन्होंने ये हमला किया. दोनों मिलिटेंटों को मारा गया है और जो अटैक है वो तो न्यूट्रलाइज किया गया है, लेकिन उस अटैक के दौरान 5 हमारे सीआरपीएफ के जवान, जैसे मैंने कहा, वो शहादत पा गए और 5 जख्मी हुए.
We are shocked. We condemn it. This violence is not going to resolve any problem. And I think details are still awaited. I think maybe 4 or 5 CRPF jawans have been killed, which is very unfortunate. And we condemn this violence.
This is the playground of the police public school where early morning militants entered into this. They camouflaged as if they were the local cricketers and brought in grenades and AK-47 rifles in kit bags. Later they fired indiscriminately on CRPF who were deputed for law and order duties. Now 5 CRPF were initially killed in those initial bursts and 7 others got injured, including 3 civilians. As of now, the police and CRPF on the lookout for 2 more militants who could be loose in this area. They've fanned out in different localities to locate them. So far, they've not met with any success. Meanwhile, a team of forensic experts have arrived at the scene. They've sealed this entire site and taken some vital clues. Police tells us that this attack bears the signature of Lashkar-e-Toiba, and possibly these 2 militants are not local militants. They could be foreigners. In Srinagar, Mufti Islam.
And Arunima joining us with the latest. Arunima, now that the Hizbul Mujahideen clearly has claimed responsibility, what information are you getting from the Home Ministry? Because they had earlier claimed that it could, of course, be the hand of those across the border.
Well, that's right, and the central government is yet not confirming whether that call is genuine or not. All we know is that a caller called up the local press in Jammu and Kashmir and claimed that today's attack was by Hizbul Mujahideen operatives. The Home Ministry is not commenting yet. They would want to verify, because those who are dealing with Kashmir for the past few years are of the opinion that usually fidayeen style attacks are not the hallmark of Hizbul Mujahideen, but that does not rule out that in this case Hizbul has not made an exception. The Home Ministry right now, along with the central security agencies, is trying to get the two other militants who were believed to be helping the two who were killed and who are now allegedly escaped. Once they are caught, maybe the state government, the Jammu and Kashmir police as well as the central agencies will be in a position to clarify better as to who was responsible for this attack, what was the group, and if indeed they had a Pakistani connection.
Right, but I don't know, it'll be difficult to identify the two who've escaped, isn't it, there in Srinagar?
Considering that Central Intelligence Bureau had already tipped off the state government and also shared with the Central Home Ministry that 4 militants had infiltrated in Jammu and Kashmir, that gives them confidence that they at least have some lead, they have some idea as to who these 4 were. 2 of them have been killed today and 2 others have escaped. So with that lead that IB has already given them, and also the fact that some kind of evidence is believed to have been recovered from the 2 militants who were killed, the central agencies are hopeful that if the 2 militants who have fled are still in the vicinity, maybe Jammu and Kashmir State Police will be able to nab them sooner rather than later.
Right, Ranima, thanks.